one thing that I did was start looking at what was most important to me and what was most important to you, because I had been here before, been traveling the entire state, northeast, southwest, and what individuals wanted. And we wanted to make sure that our children had adequate health care and adequate education, and be able to create an environment where we weren't going to be able to get that. And so certainly, the state legislators are having a discussion. The amount that they're actually talking about is not going to provide us with that education that our children need and our families need. So we're going to have somebody that's going to be able to provide some type of leadership, make sure that our children get an opportunity to have an adequate education. But then taking it a step further, whether it's in rural Kansas or whether it's in urban Kansas, individuals want to be able to have good health care. And we must have expanded health care. We can no longer have some of the nonsense that's been going on and sending money back. That's supposed to be utilized for us to be able to make sure that we have good health care here in the state of Kansas, because we don't like the person that's in Washington, D.C. That's like not taking care of your family, and you don't have food to feed them, and then you turn around and you decide, well, I decide I don't like you, so I'm not going to take the food. It doesn't work that way. We must take care of our families, and we must take care of our communities, and we must make the people that we serve a number one priority. When we start looking at infrastructure and us being able to grow our economy here, we're not going to be able to grow our economy if we don't take care of infrastructure, because that's what we use to be able to, whether it be our highways, our bridges, our roads, that's what we use to be able to trade our goods, whether it's in rural Kansas and in the agriculture, or whether it's in local communities and being able to export our goods to other places and getting it outside. So we have to be able to do that. And we can't continue to rob Peter to pay Paul. And that means taking money from our transportation fund so that we can balance out the general fund, because we've given so many tax breaks and incentives to make corporate America, and corporate America receiving incentives and getting some impressive bonuses for themselves. And we can't do those types of things. We've got to do things differently. And so as we start looking at what we actually need here in the state of Kansas, I had to have somebody that was going to be equally passionate, someone that was like me, that came from this environment, that understood that when decisions are made, that those decisions are there, and how did they impact our communities, and how did they impact our families. And so I was looking for somebody that was actually, that believed in that someone that was a true blue Democrat, that was definitely pro-choice, without a doubt, protecting women's rights, because I'm a firm believer, if you're willing to give up somebody else's rights, then that door is always open for somebody to come back later and open it up and take away your rights. And I have no intentions of ever allowing that to even happen, or to be disrespectful or violate any person.